my name is Rich Hanlon. I'm your Wild Neighbors Nature Connection Nature Guide. And if you like mysteries, then this one is for you. If you've spent time in one of our spruce fir forested areas in the Adirondack Park recently, you may have noticed what I have going on in my backyard behind me right here. We have, if we look up, a balsam fir, and directly beneath the balsam fir are many branch tips from the balsam fir that have fallen to the ground. Our mystery: what caused them to fall and for what purpose? Let's take a closer look at some of these branch tips and see what we can figure out. We have a kind of slightly angled cut at the end of this one. Actually, that seems to be the case for all of them. Very clean break. Looks like the kind of a break that would be caused by a small mammal biting the end of the branch tip off of the branch. Well, some small mammals that we have in abundance right here behind my house and throughout our Adirondack spruce fir forests are red squirrels. I can hear some chattering behind me over here. Phase one of our mystery, we've probably figured out. It's very likely the red squirrels climbing into the balsam fir and nipping off the end of the branch. Now, for what purpose? Well, if we take a look at sometimes they will eat the terminal end buds, but as you can see, there's 3 here and they are intact. 3 end buds intact. End buds also intact here. End buds are intact here. And the 4th of 4, end buds are also intact. All right. Well, are they going after the needles? Doesn't look like it. The needles are still there. There's one more place we can look. Let's look at the underside of the balsam fir branches where the male cones are produced. Here is a male cone, very small, but they develop on the underside. They develop on the underside of the balsam fir branch tips. So if we take a look at the underside here, look at that. All of the male cones have been munched off, broken off and eaten. All the male cones are eaten here too. Male cones are eaten on this one, and the male cones have been eaten on this one too. Well, we've solved our mystery. It seems that the most likely scenario is that red squirrels are climbing into the balsam fir trees, and picture they bite off the branch tip and then they hold it in their hands like they're eating corn on the cob. Work their way from one end to the other, munching off all of the male cones, which they must perceive as the most nutrient-rich food source from the balsam fir at this time. And when they're done with each one, they drop it to the ground. There's a lot of foraging going on here by these red squirrels because there's branch tips all over the place. The next time you're walking one of our Adirondack through one of our Adirondack spruce fir forests this time of year where there's balsam firs, take a look around you. See if you can notice this kind of a sign, and take a close look at those branch tips. See if you can determine what part of the branch tip they are going after. Maybe they are also eating the male cones on those balsam firs, or maybe they're eating a different part of it. You never know until you take a closer look. So thanks for joining me for this mystery of nature's community, and I'll see you next time.